Hi everyone, welcome to our culinary conversation. Today we're diving into a fascinating episode about how I tackle the foie gras shortage while preparing a special dish. Stay tuned! So I was preparing a classic dish, foie gras terrine, for a local farm to table dinner party we hosted at our farmhouse. It's a rich, luxurious dish made with foie gras, which is the fattened liver of a duck or goose. It has a buttery texture and a distinct flavor that's popular in high-end cuisine. Foie gras is often used in dishes like seared foie gras on brioche, foie gras pâté, or as an accompaniment to meats. However, on that particular day, I found out there was a shortage of foie gras, and I had to find a quick and creative solution to ensure the dish was just as special. Faced with the shortage, I decided to get a bit inventive. Instead of using a direct substitute, I created a vegetarian terrine with a blend of mushrooms, lentils, and walnuts, which mimicked the rich texture of foie gras. I added truffle oil for that luxurious depth of flavor. I served it with a delicate apple and fig chutney to complement the earthiness of the terrine. It was a hit. This approach allowed me to maintain the dish's essence while respecting the event's focus on local and sustainable ingredients.
Sarah, that's incredible. I love how you turned a potential disaster into a creative triumph. Using mushrooms and truffle oil to capture the richness of foie gras is genius. It must have added such a unique twist to the dish.
I agree, Maya. Sarah, your solution is so thoughtful it aligns perfectly with your commitment to local ingredients. I can imagine the earthy flavor of the mushrooms working beautifully with the apple and fig chutney. Brilliant job.
Sarah, your resourcefulness is truly inspiring. The way you embraced the challenge and found a solution that was both inventive and true to your principles is admirable. I'm curious to try this vegetarian terrine myself.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Sarah, your approach shows such a deep understanding of flavors and textures. Creating a dish that still feels luxurious and special without foie gras is a real testament to your culinary skills. Well done.
Building on Sarah's fantastic experience, let's talk about the criteria for purchasing foie gras. For me, quality is paramount. I usually buy foie gras from reputable farmers markets or specialized gourmet stores here in Washington for dishes like foie gras mousse. Look for foie gras that is firm and uniform in color. Beware of foie gras that appears uneven or has an off smell, as it may indicate poor quality.
That's a great point, Emily. I also focus on ethical sourcing. In New York, there's a strong emphasis on ethically produced foie gras, especially given the controversies around it. I ensure it's sourced from farms that practice humane treatment of ducks or geese. It's important to check for certifications and read up on the producer's practices to avoid supporting unethical farming.
I absolutely agree, Chloe. When I buy foie gras for special occasions, I prioritize sustainability. In California, we have access to some farms that focus on sustainable production methods. Foie gras should be sustainably sourced to reduce environmental impact. Check for certifications like animal welfare or proof or similar.
Excellent points, Sarah and Chloe. For me, freshness is key, especially in Texas where foie gras is often used in fusion dishes. Fresh foie gras has a clean smell and a smooth texture. Always check the expiration date and avoid foie gras that seems overly processed or packaged for too long.
These are all fantastic criteria. Adding to that, I always consider the flavor profile. In Florida, I often pair foie gras with tropical fruits in dishes like foie gras and mango chutney. Look for foie gras with a rich, buttery flavor and avoid those that taste too metallic or bitter, as this can affect your final dish. Let's now discuss alternatives to foie gras. In Florida, I often use seared plantains as a substitute. They provide a similar creamy texture and a hint of sweetness that complements various flavors. I've used it in both savory and sweet applications, and it's a fantastic way to recreate that luxurious feel.
That's interesting, Maya. In New York, I've used mushrooms as a substitute. They're versatile and can be sautéed or used in terrines to mimic the rich texture of foie gras. Mushrooms absorb flavors well, making them a great base for various dishes.
I love that idea, Chloe. In Washington, I often use lentils as a substitute. They can be cooked to a smooth consistency and combined with herbs and spices to create a plantain-like spread. It's a hearty and healthy alternative to foie gras.
That's a wonderful alternative, Emily. Here in California, I use eggplant. It can be roasted or grilled to achieve a creamy texture, and its mild flavor pairs well with various seasonings and sauces. It's a versatile and delicious substitute for foie gras.
Those are all fantastic options. In Texas, I often use chicken liver as a substitute. It's more readily available and can be prepared in a similar way to foie gras, especially in dishes like pâté. It offers a similar richness and is a great alternative for those looking to recreate foie gras dishes.
To wrap up, we've had a great discussion today. We started with my experience tackling the foie gras shortage, then moved on to essential criteria for buying foie gras, and finally explored some fantastic alternatives. Thank you all for sharing your insights and experiences. It's been a wonderful conversation. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We hope you found our discussion on foie gras and its alternatives both interesting and informative. Until next time, happy cooking!